You know, when I'm looking at this year's draft class, there's really three names at the top of the list with these quarterbacks. And starting with Joe Burrow, I mean, it's no secret, had an amazing year. One of the things I've heard some folks in the NFL say is, as they were watching him on tape, they had to remind themselves it wasn't just a cut-up of all the completions. There's just so seldomly did the ball hit the ground that it almost just looked like a completion tape. And he's got great receivers. You know, Joe Brady, his pass game coordinator, did a fantastic job. But the reality is that Joe threw the ball on time with accuracy and great anticipation. And I just don't see that many college guys year in, year out do that. I've seen guys have great seasons, have great college careers. What I haven't seen is guys throw with NFL timing, accuracy, and anticipation. That's so much of what the NFL game is. And then to get us to watch a kid do that in college for 15 games in a row and not lose was really impressive. There's a lot of other intangibles there as well. He's very smart. He's the son of a Division I defensive coordinator. You know, he's a great leader. He was a great basketball player. So he's got all these other cool things too. But the reality is when you throw that consistently with timing, accuracy, and anticipation, you're going to go high in the draft, and you're probably going to have success in the NFL. The second guy that comes to mind is Tua Tagovailoa, a guy that I've actually been around since he was, a sophomore in high school and got a chance to really watch him mature and develop. It's well documented. When you're the quarterback at Alabama and you have the national championship game his freshman year that he did and the storylines with him and Jalen Hurts, it's easy to talk about these really cool highs that he's had. But the reality is when you move from the island to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a lot of life happens. And I think the thing that sticks out to me with Tua is just how mature he's gotten and how much he's had to grow up, really with a camera in front of his face and a lot of expectations. Very few guys get that much hype when they're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old and handle it as well as Tua has. I'm excited to watch his game translate. He's a guy that I haven't really said this about anybody else, but he's a violent thrower. He's an explosive thrower. He has touch, but the way that his hip fires and the way he follows through is something I haven't really seen out of other guys. I don't know that he's got the strongest arm I've ever seen, but he's a violent and explosive thrower, and I think that's going to translate in the NFL. And my hope is just that the recovery process continues to go the way that it sounds like it is going, and he's ready to go once he gets his name called in the NFL. The third guy is Justin Herbert. I think Justin is a guy that, look, if you show up on the driving range and you watch this guy hit balls, you watch him drop back and throw, it's going to be as cool looking as anything you've seen. You got a chance to see him a little bit this offseason, and he's every bit of 6'5" and a half, and he's 230 whatever, and looks great and has a cannon for an arm. But he also is really mature, and he also has played a lot of football. He started a lot of games at Oregon. He's played in a lot of big games. I'm really interested to see the way his game translates when he gets to the NFL and has to embrace the city and take a step and be more of an emotional leader, more vocal. And I think it's something that he can grow into. And whatever team ends up taking him is going to have somebody who has all the tools, and the things that he needs to work on are things that are totally addressable and can happen really early in his career. So this year, 3 exciting guys at the top of the draft. There's some sleepers, there's some dark horses, there's some other guys I really like. But when you talk about the 3 guys at the top, it's going to be really interesting to watch these guys step up and become pros.